Hey guys, welcome back. This video is going to be about kindness, what the world needs to show everybody a little more of. There is a severe lack of kindness in this world, and it's getting worse as time goes by. There are people out there who are kind, and I applaud you for being that way and staying that way. Those that are not need to learn to become kind. We all go through situations. Every day on the news you hear about more people being homeless. You know, if you can't be kind to people who are going through hard times and need our help, then who's going to do that for you when you are put in that position? Tell me that. Because how it works is if you can't be kind to others, then God's not going to tell people to be kind to you. Is that what you want? And you could be in that person's shoes one day. You could wind up homeless. You never know. We are taught a lot of different lessons. And if you're in that position and nobody comes to help you, then why do you think that is? Because you didn't help anybody else. You have to give in order to receive. You never know when you're going to be put in a certain position and need somebody's help. And if you don't go around helping people that need it, then who's going to come around and help you when you need it? Answer that. You know, what comes around goes around is what they say. And that's a prime example. If you can't be kind to others, who's going to be kind to you? If you can't help the people that need our help instead of turning a blind eye and ignoring it and closing your eyes and walking away, then when you get in that position, guess what? You're going to experience the same thing because that's going to be your lesson. Is that going to be fun? Is that going to be fun? Now, if it was me, I'd want somebody to help me. That's why I help people when I can. I don't turn a blind eye. People come up to me a lot, and I mean a hell of a lot, and they start telling me things about their life. I don't stop them and say, you know, I don't want to hear your BS, or I don't want to hear about your life. That's not being supportive. That's not being kind. People know what kind of person I am. That's why they come up and they open up their heart and they talk to me about their life and what's going on in their life. It doesn't bother me to listen and hear that, because I hope someday somebody will have my ear. What they say about what goes around comes around is exactly the truth in every way, shape, and form. If you turn a blind eye to homeless people, sooner or later God's going to put you in that position and nobody's going to want to help you. Then how will you feel? Or your neighbor who's barely surviving off of a Social Security check and has very little money to buy for food, and they're going hungry a lot, and you turn a blind eye and you don't help them, guess what? You're going to experience that sooner or later. And what you do to that person is what's going to be done to you. If you ignore that person, that's what's going to be done to you. God will ask people to help people if they're in need. He did that to me many, many, many years ago. I lived in a southern state. I lived in an apartment building. My neighbor, who I just got an acquaintance to, I didn't know very well. She hadn't opened up and told me everything yet. She was going through hard times financially. And she had about $20 a month for food. And she had a ton of health problems. I didn't know this. But God told me. And he said, Rhonda, I need your help. And I said, sure, what is it? He said, your neighbor, so-and-so, she's surviving off $20 worth of food a month. And you know you don't get much food for $20, not to last you a whole month. He said, she needs your help, and I need you to help her, please. And I did. I'm not saying it to brag. I'm telling you how he will use you to help other people. I didn't care to help that person. I didn't want to see her starve anyway, even though I really didn't know her. So I took my hard-earned money and I bought her a week's worth of groceries. I bought her enough groceries actually to last her a month. I bought her things that would stretch out, like things for stew and all kinds of things that would last at least a few days. And then I bought her the necessities that she needed. I did it because God asked me to, and I didn't want to see this person starve. Because I would hope if I was in that position, someone would help me. What goes around, comes around. If you're not willing to help others, then nobody's going to be willing to help you when you're put in that position. What goes around, comes around. Remember that. And that goes for karma, too. What you dish out, you get back a lot worse than you dish it out. It doesn't hurt to be kind to people. It's not a weakness, it's a strength. People see it as a weakness, but it's a strength. Those that see it as a weakness are weak people. Don't ever let somebody stop you from being kind. Don't turn a blind eye to people who need your help. Because God will remember that, and he will put you in that position, and then the same thing will happen to you. Is that what you want? Do you want nobody to be there for you when you get in that position, if you wind up homeless or whatever? Then don't do it to others. What goes around, comes around. It doesn't hurt to be kind. Actually, it doesn't cost a thing unless you buy someone groceries or whatever they need. It takes effort. We are all supposed to be kind to each other. It's supposed to be a kind, loving planet. And people are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. But you know what? That's okay, because they're the ones that have to go before God and answer to that, not me. What goes around, comes around. And God will put you through that lesson to teach you. And then when you go up before the Life Review Council in heaven, they're going to show you a video. You're going to see and feel how you acted, and you're going to see and feel how they felt when you did that to them. Imagine that. That's why you always be kind to people, because you never know when God's going to put you in the same situation. And if you turn a blind eye and ignore people, guess what's going to be done to you? Or, if you're kind to people, God can do what he did to me. Ask me to help her with groceries, which I didn't care a bit in the world to do. I did it for several people in the building because they were struggling and going through hard times. Because I would want someone to do that for me if I was going through that. And even if the people don't do it to you, that's on them. They will pay for that. I mean, if you were supportive to them and you helped them out, say you bought groceries, and they, when you were going through hard times, they didn't do the same thing to you, they'll pay for that. God will put them in a position exactly like that, or He will send them extreme karma. They will learn that lesson. The hard way or the easy way, excuse me. Which way do you need to learn karma? The hard way or the easy way? The good way or the bad way? Everything that goes around comes around. And if you don't think God will put you in that position, think again. Think again. He will, just to teach you a lesson. And if you don't learn that lesson, you're going to keep going through it until you do. What goes around comes back around. Always remember that. I'm not saying it to scare anybody. I'm telling you the truth. That's why I'm always kind and nice to people. Because if I'm ever in that position, I want someone to help me. A lot in life is what goes around comes around. And that's for karma. That's for support. Pretty much almost everything. What you dish out is what you get back. Whether it be good, bad, ugly, mean, whatever. And you will learn the lesson, and you will keep learning that lesson until you learn that lesson. And if you don't, you'll go around that mountain 50 million times for the rest of your life until you do learn it. Do you want support when you're going through hard times? Then support others that you see are going through hard times. I'm not saying build a relationship and invite them into your home. Help them out. What goes around comes around. I'm going to end this here now, so please like, share, subscribe, comment below. Thumbs up. Send your friends to the channel. If you watch the video, at least thumbs up. It spreads the video out there for other people to get the knowledge. And I would greatly appreciate it, and it's a good way to build up good karma for yourself. Please check out other content on the channel, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. Remember, what goes around comes around.